Well, I noticed the throttle stops right here, and the throttle is not closing all the way. That would be all the way closed. So can we just adjust it? Give it a little slack? There we go. Well, let's see how it idles with that little adjustment. Okay, bumps it up a little bit, 1200. It's a little better. Stop lamps don't work. Check his brake lamps, look at that. I think that's reasonable. It's fine. I'm just going to leave it alone. Buttoning up the Saab. How are we going to waterproof this engine computer to make sure this disaster does not happen again? So I was thinking, cut up a plastic gallon jug and just kind of like slice it in half and make an extra shield right over the computer. We'll kind of tuck it in, so if anything drips on top of it, it'll just run off the sides and not go into the electronics. So this original plastic shield didn't work. I don't know if the water was just draining here and dripping past this weather stripping right here and then just right into the engine computer. So really terrible design here. Especially when you have basically drain holes that if anything gets on there, it's going right into that box. Let's try to waterproof this. Alright, I think we got a winning plan here. So if any water gets on the bottle, it will run down the sides of the computer case. Nothing can possibly get on top of it. I think that's good. Let's try to fit this plastic piece in the way. Let's see if that's happy with the bottle. Oh, we still need to attach the washer sprayer. Hopefully that doesn't interfere right here. I think it should work. Also, final check. Parasitic drain when the car's asleep. So it came in with a stone cold battery. That's because it was sitting for months, like over the winter, at 14 milliamps. 14 milliamps is perfectly fine, but you have to drive the car, you know, at least once a month to prevent the battery from being severely depleted. So 15, 17, 16, somewhere around there. Not worried about that whatsoever. One last test drive in the Saab. No complaints. I even brought my wife along. She's a big fan of European cars, aren't you? museum pieces.
Museum quality.
Yeah. What do you think of this Saab versus the Audi?
To me, they're the same. They're both red.
They're both red. Okay, that's about what I thought. So, but yeah, pretty neat cars, and hopefully this one lasts a while longer. The owner will keep me updated on how it performs, and that's it. So, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye. So a little bonus footage on the Saab. I gotta admit, this thing is really fun to drive. I looped the accelerator pedal and fixed the clutch pedal return spring. That made a big difference in the drivability. My friend Zia, who's also a European Turbo fan, is joining me for the test drive. And we're just making some boost. Beautiful day. started perfectly ever since we put that new engine computer in. So the customer is picking it up probably tomorrow. Just want to make sure that it's glitch free and happy. So. Zia, what do you think of the turbo?
Yeah, it's pretty close to the Volvo I drive.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
About the same power?
Pretty much.
But man, it's manual, come on.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you have more power.
Yeah.
I like that.
Alright, shift some gears. Nice.
And then the way it handles is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sticks to the road. It's solid, I guess, solid.
Yeah.
Amazing. A little more bonus footage on the Saab, just some final touches. Owner wants me to reinstall this fender liner over here. I don't know if we'll be able to reinstall that trim piece. A little corrosion going on there. And then there's a pretty substantial exhaust leak. So it looks like this exhaust system has been either upgraded or modified. That is a fat pipe, like 3 inches. But we've got some holes here. So we'll clean this off, run a bead of weld. Should be it. Alright, the Holy exhaust pipe is all patched up. Not too bad, just nice and easy to avoid blowing more holes because this pipe, it's not stainless, so but should last them a while. Now let's put on the fender liner and make sure everything's buttoned up. By the way, here is that new crankshaft position sensor that was installed before the car was brought over here. And what I can't understand what it's looking at. Is it looking at the crank pulley? So it's a little block and it's just there, and there's a little gap between that and the harmonic balancer. And the pattern that we got in the scope, I have never seen anything like that. It wasn't consistent, but the car runs great. So Saab magic, I don't know. Might have to do a little more research on that. I'm just curious. Saab is back in action. It's back in one piece. Wheel caps reinstalled to fix the fog lights. No more exhaust leaks. It's a happy car. So this is the last generation before GM got involved with Saab and kind of went a little downhill after that. So this is still 100% all real, genuine Saab. So, and I've driven a whole bunch of them. This one's something special. This one's really, you feel the passion that the engineers had and designers when making this car. It's really a blast to drive. So I appreciate the owner dropping it off. Hopefully he'll have a lot of problem-free miles left in this thing. Yeah, so cars like this I really enjoy, and I respect people for keeping them on the road, and understand why. These cars have a very loyal following. So with that, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. There's a sight you don't see every day. 2 Saab 9000s rolling down the driveway. That was awesome.